Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're brand new here, I'm Stav and this is She Equips Herself, and today I'm going to be doing something I haven't done in quite a while. I'm going to be filming a Q&A. I put a question box up on my Instagram and asked you guys to leave any questions you have about anything because it's been a while and we might have some new things to cover. So I'm going to be just headed to the farmer's market. I'm going to show you how I'm carrying my gun in a minute. I'm carrying the Bodyguard 2.0, so I'm going to show you my concealment, and then I'll just answer some questions as I go about my day. So I hope you enjoy it, and let's go with my outfit so you can see how I'm carrying at the farmer's market today and how I'm carrying the Bodyguard. This feels very like artsy, art teacher. I'm just going to the farmer's market, so I wanted something comfortable but also kind of cute. I got these, they look like Birkenstocks, but they're not. They're just like these foam slippers from Target. They were really, really affordable and they're very comfortable. So I'm just wearing those with these greenish shorts and a button down. I think this is also from Target. I got this years ago, I don't know. And then a white bodysuit underneath. Very simple, comfy, cute. It's still kind of warm out, not quite fall yet, so that's what I'm wearing today. And I have half the shirt tucked in and then the other half I have it hanging out, and I'm wearing my Bodyguard in a sticky holster today. I have a discount code for sticky holster if you want to check them out, but it's just a really easy way to carry. And the size that fits the Bodyguard is the SM5, so that's what this is. Goes right in my waistband. I don't need a belt. And then there's my concealment. If I need the gun, the sticky stays right in, the gun comes out. And I'm just loving the Bodyguard. It's so light. You can even forget you're carrying it. Look how nice it fits in there. I also wanted to show you guys I'm carrying my palm pepper spray, which is my favorite. I have a discount code for this. And I'm also carrying an extra magazine in my Neo Mag, which is this little magnetic clip here. You can hear it, it sticks right to the magnet and slides down into my pocket in case I need to reload. It comes out easy because of that magnet, and the clip holds it in place. Okay, I wasn't gonna answer this question because it's a simple yes, but somebody asked if I've been to Bass Pro Shops, and yes, I have. But not only that, did you guys know that Bass Pro has a resort in Missouri? Yes, they have a whole resort, and my husband and I went there with the kids, I want to say like 3 years ago, maybe 4 at this point, between 4 and 3 years ago. And it was honestly really cool. But not only do they have a resort, Bass Pro Shops has something called Wonders of Wildlife, and it's like an aquarium slash museum, also in Missouri, and that was honestly worth the trip to Missouri all by itself. If you get the chance to go to Wonders of Wildlife, it was honestly one of the coolest things I've ever seen. There are different exhibits, different animals. They have like a 3 or 4 story tank that has a school of fish in it. I can't remember what type of fish they are, but one of the types of fish that schools in those gigantic, like, what are they called? Like a ball of fish you see moving together in the ocean. It was so cool. So if you guys get a chance, and they also have something called like the Hall of, what's it called? The Hall of Antlers or the Hall of Trophies or something, but just this huge room that has these trophy bucks. It's just amazing. If you're into conservation or animals in general, or the story of Bass Pro, there's a lot of history in there. Definitely check out Wonders of Wildlife. It was worth the entire trip to Missouri all by itself. All right, I found parking, very exciting. But somebody asked if I found a thigh holster to replace the discontinued one by Can Concealment. Can Concealment was one of my favorite holster brands. They made the best belly bands, the best thigh holsters, and that was what I carried on my thigh exclusively until they were discontinued. Now I still have a couple of their thigh holsters, but I have found something that is just as good, and I discovered it during my 12 Days of Carry series which was when I carried a gun for 12 days straight and filmed and uploaded a video every day for 12 days. And this was during last Christmas. So I really like Sticky Holster's version of a thigh holster, and that's the only thing I found that's as good as the Can one. It really sticks to your thigh. The only thing is you need the actual thigh holster, which is a band that goes around your leg, and then the sticky holster, which is what I just showed you guys that I'm carrying in today. You can pop it in your waistband, or you could pop it in the thigh holster, and that sticks to your leg. And it's extremely comfortable. I love carrying in that thigh holster. So if you're looking for something that compares to the Can concealment thigh holster, my #1 pick right now is the Sticky Holster thigh holster. I love it. Okay, I didn't end up getting anything at the farmer's market, but it was nice to just walk around. Especially when you work at home all day, it can get a little isolating. So being around other humans is nice sometimes. Someone asked advice for those who've had a traumatic event happen and they're afraid to carry for fear of overreacting. Okay, this one is really important, and I don't have a lot of information based off the question by itself. I don't know what kind of traumatic event you've been through, but first off, I want to say that if you are operating out of fear because something scary has happened to you, God did not give us a spirit of fear. He gave us a spirit of power and of love and of a sound mind. So first, take it to God. He is capable of giving us peace in even traumatic situations. Second, if you have some sort of PTSD or something because of this event, I would seriously look into therapy of some kind. There are so many options for PTSD these days, and therapies that actually work. So if you have things that trigger you and cause you to react a certain way, I would definitely look into that. But if you need to know how bad this is or how serious this trauma has affected you. As far as training goes, I would seriously look into scenario-based training. A lot of states, good thing you don't have stinky breath because you're all up in my business. Many states offer scenario-based training at different firearm schools, and I think that those are really helpful because they will put you in a situation and see how you react. Rather than you just going to a gun range and shooting at a target, scenario-based training will put you in a scenario, and that way you can see what your reactions are like, and it will train your body to react in certain ways. So I definitely recommend that if you could find it in your state, or even travel. It might be worth it depending on how far away it is. And that will help you a lot to see how you would react and to train your brain and your body to react properly in different situations. Should I be concerned that when sitting while carrying, the gun points at my belly or legs? This is where knowing your gear and having gear that you can trust is extremely important. If you are carrying a holster where you think the gun might go off in this holster, you probably should not be carrying that way. Find a different holster. If you're unsure about a holster, I recommend just carrying the holster for a while until you feel comfortable with it. Carry an empty gun in the holster for a little bit until you feel comfortable with that and know that you can trust this holster, that the trigger is not able to be pressed in that holster, and just get yourself comfortable. If you don't trust your holster, definitely don't carry it. Find a holster that is trustworthy and where you cannot press the trigger while the gun is in the holster. There are so many options out there these days that there's really no excuse for you to be using a holster that's not safe. Favorite Greek food? Definitely pastitsio, which is like Greek lasagna, but better. It's my all-time favorite with a little bit of Greek yogurt. What is your favorite way to carry? Okay, I have a couple current favorite ways. One, I've showed this before in this video, but I love my sticky holster just because of how easy it is to stick in my waistband and go, or in a thigh holster. But if I had to give you an all-time favorite, at least a current favorite, it's this bag that I put together to be a concealed carry bag. I show it all the time, I talk about it, and I might have something kind of exciting in the works as far as this bag goes. But this is probably the way that I carry the most. I love it. I got a gun and have no idea where to start with learning how to clean it. Any suggestions? Yes, I have two suggestions. First, There are lots of YouTube videos on cleaning guns, and you can usually find one that's specific to your firearm. So whatever gun it is, for example, if I wanted to learn how to clean a Smith & Wesson M&P, I know somebody who made a video on cleaning an M&P. As far as gear goes, I definitely recommend getting some sort of kit. I'm actually going to be giving one of these away in an upcoming video, so keep an eye out for that. But Otis kits are awesome. This is their Elite pistol cleaning kit. Covers many pistol calibers. And something like this is just going to have everything that you need in order to clean your firearm. And then it's just a matter of knowing the steps that you need to take to clean them. They also have kits like this that are just so small. You can stick it in your range bag in case you ever need to clean your gun at the range or do any sort of maintenance. And this is another pistol cleaning kit by Otis, and it's just so compact. You can zip it up, throw it in your range bag. It takes up almost no space. But for at home, I definitely recommend having an actual pistol cleaning kit or firearm cleaning kit, whether you're cleaning pistols or long guns, because it's going to have everything you need. Any solvents, lubricant, all of the gear that you need, and these Otis ones are awesome. If you want to check them out, I do have a discount code for Otis, so make sure you check that below. But yeah, check YouTube for videos. I would say you can even go to a gun shop if you have like a really good gun shop that you go to and the people there are super helpful. I know that whenever I have a question, I would feel super comfortable going to Mass Firearm School and asking them like, hey, if I buy a gun, like how do I clean this? And then they can walk you through the process. Any gun shop that has helpful employees should be able to help you through that. Cleaning your guns is very important if you want them to work properly. Seeing as the thigh holster question came up so many times, I want to show you guys another thigh holster that I really enjoy using, and it's the Dean Adams concealed carry. I think they're called concealment shorts or something, but they have two kinds. One has a thigh holster on the inside of your leg, and the other kind has a holster on the outside. So it depends how you want to carry and where you want to carry. If you get the ones where you carry on the inside of your thigh, the gun's gonna have to be pretty small in order for you to be able to draw it properly and it not to ride up. So my bodyguard, I'm gonna show you guys a clip here where I'm concealing my bodyguard in these shorts. It's nice because they're very smooth, so they're not gonna show through even like a really sheer dress like the one that I'm wearing here. And it just holds the gun real nice against your thigh and allows you to carry in a lot of different things on your leg. So you can use something like the sticky thigh holster that I really like, or you can buy shorts like these Dean Adams shorts. I have a discount code for Dean Adams as well. You guys, I know I always say discount code blah blah blah, but these companies that I really love are the ones that I share with you guys. Way back in the day when I bought my first gun, before I could even carry it, because I had a restriction because I lived in Boston. Anyway, I bought the Dean Adams corset holster so that I could practice carrying around the house and get comfortable with it, knowing that eventually I would get my restriction removed and be able to carry, which I did. But I've just loved Dean Adams for years, and that's why I want to share this stuff with you guys. Okay, someone asked, is there an easy way for a woman to load a semi-automatic pistol? I'm guessing you're talking about the slide, because that's the thing that people tend to have the most trouble with. So you insert the magazine and then you have to rack the slide to chamber your first round. So I'm gonna link a video I have up here. It's my most viewed video of all time. And I'm just showing you how to rack the slide the way that I do it, the way that I find to be the easiest. And I think that most people can do it as long as you don't have like a medical issue with your hands or something like that. So that's the easiest way I've found to do it. Hopefully that's what you're asking when it comes to loading a semi-auto. If you want to know more about the ins and outs of how firearms work and just get yourself really confident in knowing the lingo and how they operate, whether they're revolvers or semi-autos, I have a couple online courses. The first one is called the Armed and Confident Academy, and we go over all of that stuff. Like, I went through all the things that I learned in my firearms journey, and I wanted to share it with you guys in a course so that if you are where I was in the very beginning, you can get there faster than I did. So check out those courses. They're always linked below in the description of my videos. Someone asked what a good lightweight gun is to carry while running. My two go-tos would be the Glock 42 or the Bodyguard. 2.0. If you can get your hands on both of them, do a comparison. They're so small and easy to conceal, and they're not going to get in your way while running. But any gun that you choose, I think that the holster has a lot to do with it. So get a holster that's going to hold it tight to your body, whether that's some sort of fanny pack or a sports bra holster. Dean Adams makes a sports bra holster, or a belly band. Like, the way that you carry it is going to really affect how it feels when you run. You don't want it bouncing around. You don't want it falling out. I've carried my Shield Plus while running, and it's not a big gun, but it's also not tiny. So it really, I think the holster really affects how it feels when you run. But if you're looking for something small and lightweight, I would say like a 380 that you shoot really well. For me, that would be the Bodyguard 2.0 at this point, or the Glock 42, but the Bodyguard just gives me more capacity, which I like. What is your go-to EDC knife? I have two that I really like just for carrying as tools. I don't count on my knives as self-defense tools. I have my pepper spray and my gun for that for the most part. My knives are more tools, so if I need to cut something, which comes up a lot, you'd be surprised how often you need a knife, or how often someone else needs to use a knife. So I like my Spyderco Dragonfly and my Buck Knives Budgie. They're both very small and light, and I love them both. I alternate between the two of those. Those are my favorites. Okay, someone asked, how long have you been shooting? Do you use inside a laser training? So I've been shooting, like the first shots I ever fired were back in 2006. It's 2024 now, so what's that, like 18 years? Yeah, 18 years, because I was 18 and now I'm 36. So, wow, half of my life. That's crazy. What was the second part of that? Inside laser training. If you're looking for a really good laser training system for inside your house, check out Mantis. I'm gonna link a video I did showing you how to use one of their laser systems for their pistol at home. It's kind of like having a range inside your house, which saves you money in the long run because you're not firing actual live rounds, which cost quite a bit these days. And you can practice whenever you want. So check out that video. Mantis has a lot of really cool training systems that come with apps, so you can track your progress. It gives you drills. They're really cool for training at home. But I think that's going to be the end of this video. I have more questions, but I don't want it to be too long. So if you want me to do a part 2 and leave more questions down below, I'll read the comments for this video and go through some of those questions and answer them in a future video if you guys want. But as always, I hope you guys like this video. Check out my Patreon if you want to help support She Equips Herself, because the YouTubes have been a little not friendly lately. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe. Bye.